what is the ideal time for exercise? When should we start?
Your stomach expands, that your rectus abdominis muscle, a
Okay.
six-pack muscle, okay, that gets stretched and that gets separated. It's
Oh.
called rectus diastasis.
So is there any dietary restriction that we usually have to maintain? Hello all you lovely ladies, how are you all doing? Welcome back to our channel. All these days we have spoken about our babies, their feeding, their sleeping positions and so many different things. But we didn't speak about us. I think it's time now. In order to take proper care of our babies, it's important to take care of ourselves first. Do you agree? If you think so, please hit the like button. Even when we travel in flights, during the emergency, the first thing that the air hoisters or the cabin crew is to put an oxygen mask on us and then on our baby, so that we can take proper care of our babies. So today we are going to do that. We are going to put oxygen mask on us and then we're going to take care of our babies. Are you all ready? Let's start. The first and foremost thing to take care of while taking care of ourselves is our physical health. Yeah, we will talk about other aspects in our coming videos. So as of today, we will just stick on to the physical aspects. So what is the ideal time for exercise? When should we start? After the delivery?
In normal delivery, it is 2 weeks, and in cesarean section, it is 6 weeks. But before starting, do ask your doctor.
So what kind of exercises can we initially begin with soon after our delivery? I mean, after 6 weeks if we have cesarean. So how can we start?
Don't try anything new. I advise you to start with walking for 10 minutes per day and then slowly step up with some breathing exercises at least 10 to 15 minutes per day, and then slowly introduce the exercise which you have already done before pregnancy or during pregnancy.
Okay.
Okay, for something which your body is habituated to.
Yeah, this is I think a very important point, because most of the mothers, when they see their postnatal body, they feel, oh, I'm shape up now, I have to go to the gym and start everything. So as a doctor is advising, it's ideal if you start with the very basic exercises like walking and is swimming okay if they know swimming before?
Not advisable
Okay.
because you'll have your stitches. If it is normal, you'll have your episiotomy sutures, and if it is C-section, you'll have your sutures there. And I don't think it's advisable because there is a lot of bacteria and all in the water, and your immunity will be low.
When can we start if we want to?
Maybe after 2 months
2 months after?
delivery.
Okay. It's the same. It's like if you... Yeah.
2 to 3 months is a good time.
Okay, if you
Possibly.
want to have a good swim, then you have to wait a little bit. Okay. So are there any exercises that we need to avoid after delivery?
Avoid heavy weight lifting at any cost, at least till 6 months after pregnancy. And that vigorous exercises which put pressure on your tummy, please avoid it. Another stretching exercises or strengthening exercises is okay.
Okay. And what about the regular household chores? How far can we do them?
It's about how your body is acclimatized to
Before.
Yeah.
Don't try anything new. That's the thumb rule, right?
Yes.
And in traditional methods, soon after delivery, they tie cloth or sari, or in modern days we use belt. So do you think it has any impact on reducing our pregnancy tummy?
If something you have to take care of, it is your abdomen muscles
Okay.
immediately after your delivery, because your stomach expands so much that your rectus abdominis muscle, a
Okay.
six-pack muscle, okay, that gets stretched and that gets separated. It's called rectus diastasis.
Okay.
Okay, diastasis recti. So this gap can cause hernias.
Oh.
Okay, and they may decrease the tone of your abdomen, and you may have that loose belly.
Yeah.
Okay, because your skin gets wrinkled and there are many stretch marks, and so it takes time for the abdomen muscles to get toned up.
Okay.
So if you're negligent with that part, at least for the first 6 weeks, if you don't start using your belt, or if you don't start tying something around your abdomen, but don't overdo that. Like, don't tie too
tight or
for
restrictive.
too long. That is a different thing. But definitely it's a good option to use any abdomen belt or a good cotton cloth to tie around your waist to put the rectus abdominis muscle together and to tone up the abdomen.
When can we actually start it?
It's better to start at least 48 hours after your C-section.
Immediately?
Mm.
Okay.
Is somebody, even from the theater, they'll like put a belt and then they'll transfer the
I think
patient.
I've done that mistake. I haven't used any kind of belt, and now you can see. So, okay, now that
At least after 1 week, if you're like really, anxious about your sutures and all, after 1 week when your sutures get healed,
even
then
if you're very conscious, maybe 1 month, but don't neglect like us.
1 month is
Too long. But there are some people like me who didn't use it. I used it hardly for 1 week and I was feeling very uncomfortable, holding wrapping that belt and holding you. Yeah, because I used to hold her, so it was very uncomfortable, so I didn't use much. So what can I do now that I have a lot of abdominal loose belly? What can I do to strengthen it?
The core strength exercises are very important.
Okay.
At least what your drill master taught you in the school. Like,
The 1, 2,
3 and bending onto your knee,
Okay.
toes,
Something related to
and
abdomen.
core strengthening, the abdomen strengthening exercises, and always take the advice of your doctor and, if possible, a trainer. Okay, when you're going for any typical aerobics or some sort of exercises, definitely take an advice from the expert, or else brisk walking is very safe.
In long term, it's a good one.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any special kind of exercises that you recommend us?
Definitely your pelvic floor,
Okay.
the pelvis gets, it's under so much of stress and strain during labor,
Yes.
during delivery. Definitely the tone of the pelvic floor gets, decreased. So you need to increase and strengthen your pelvic floor muscles.
Okay.
So there are exercises called KEAGELs exercises, where you contract all your pelvic floor muscles as if you stop your urination, or as if you stop your defecation. You need to contract your muscles there at the sphincters. So that will tone the vaginal and the rectal sphincters. Even those exercises can be done during a pregnancy, and that will help you in a safe normal delivery also, because it will increase the tone and strengthen your pelvic floor muscles.
So now that we are very conscious with our body, so is there any dietary restriction that we usually have to maintain?
See, always have a low fat diet is okay, but low carb diet I don't suggest, because you need to feed your baby.
Yeah, we need to have that energy.
Yes. So taking sufficient amount of protein is important. 200 grams per day, the protein. So if you're able to take it from your chicken, fish, eggs, or some protein shakes, okay, always prefer some sugar-free protein powders, because some protein powders are loaded with sugars. So do your research first before using such supplements, but better take some good protein and some good calcium for your bones. And it's always advisable to take iron, B complex and calcium for at least 100 days after your pregnancy, after your delivery.
Oh, 100 days, 3 months approximately.
Yes, 3 months.
Are there any special things that we need to keep in mind before starting our exercises on an everyday basis?
Okay, before you start your exercise, I advise you to wear some loose clothes, so
Okay.
not too tight, and definitely express your breast milk. Either feed your baby or express your breast milk, because when the milk is like inside the breast, they tend to get tightened and they tend to get engorged, and that there would be certain pain or tenderness. Okay, so when you express your breast milk, you'll be like little free.
Okay.
And hydrate yourself. Keep a water bottle aside and try to take sips in between, because you tend to get dehydrated when you do your workouts.
Yeah, and that
So-
directly affects your feeding, your breast milk amount, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So loose clothing, expressing your breast milk, and hydrating yourself. These are very important things while exercising, right?
Whether you make your baby sleep,
Yeah, so I think apart from this, I think meditation also plays a very
Breathing
key
exercise are
role.
very, very important.
Yeah.
Okay. If you are like panicked about the word exercise, if that makes you anxious, just remember these three things. Kegels exercises that requires nothing more than you sitting in some place or doing your work or whatever it is.
Anytime, anywhere.
Okay. Kegels exercises, walking, and breathing exercises.
Okay.
Breathing exercises anywhere you sit. So these three are very, very important. Even if you do or don't do any aerobics or something, some fancy exercises, if you are sticking to these three things, Kegels, walking, and breathing exercises, I think you're almost perfect.
Please excuse the sound that is going on because my daughter is actually playing over there and there's no other place to keep her, so she's with us. Please don't mind. So before closing, do you want to give any advice to our new mothers out there?
Embrace yourself, love yourself, respect yourself. Don't react to any body shaming.
Yeah.
Don't go into depression. If somebody tells you that you changed a lot, you're fat,
You're
you
getting
gained so
weight.
much of weight, no, just ignore. Focus on what you want to do.
Yes.
Be a better person today than yesterday, and a
Yes.
better person tomorrow than today. Focus on you and only yourself. Eat right, sleep tight, and do some exercise. That is enough. You'll be what you are, and anything would take some time and little effort.
Yes.
But don't get affected by any body shaming, or don't go into any kind of depression, because this is your new self. Try to embrace what you are.
And don't forget you are the tigers who gave birth, which they can't do. Okay, so I hope you all liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it and it was informative. If you do think so, hit the like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to it. We'll see you all in the next video. Until then, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.